Hey guys, here we are again for another Game of Thrones video. Let's see where we left off. I think it was when Lord Whitehill went to the castle to talk to Lord Ethan, and then his mother complimented him. Me, I don't know. She complimented.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favour. And
Wow.
Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Nice armpit. Okay. So I'm her now. Oh, okay. Yay! Nice dress. It's stretchable, the dress. Okay, let's look at this. Maybe a body. Oh, no. Okay, no body. Are we stealing?
Asher sent me this coin
Oh,
to
no.
remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Essos.
Ethan made this for me.
That's a nice voice.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Olenna.
Of course, I know everybody of those. Yeah. Let's first look at the letter, then read it. Because we're that cool.
Father. Much excitement here in King's Landing
Wow.
for the coming wedding. Lady
Much
Marjorie has
excitement.
proven to be quite
Such
popular
wow.
throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
To the day you can. Because right now you can't. Well, I can't make fun of that. She's trapped in there, amongst the enemy. Oh god. That's the old tomato.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
She looks
I hope to see them all someday.
young and old at the same time.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Her voice is always at the same tone, like mine. Maybe we're sisters.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
She looks like Sansa. Yeah. Who are you? I don't want to go there. I want to explore. Oh, there's nothing to explore? Psst. Who
One
is
moment.
it?
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you.
Gosh,
I can come back later if you'd like.
are you a dwarf?
No, it's fine. Come in.
Why would I send him away? I didn't even know who he was. What's he doing?
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Why would Why would I
Please
answer
hurry
him?
if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry, and he continues
You
at
work
the
for Lady Marjorie?
same pace. Yay.
I may be wrong,
You are.
but it seems like you do.
What the fuck?
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before.
I'm her
You
best
seem like
friend.
good friends.
I lick her feet. What?
I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Don't make those facial
They
expressions.
appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
How does he know I'm from House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, my lady.
Good night is... Gosh, did they go to bed at 5 p.m.? It's still daylight. Oh, I know her face.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Her chest skin area is a little bit zombie-ish. I don't know why, but it scares the crap out of me. Will she turn me?
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together.
I don't know if I
You
should
must
trust her.
understand there are limits to what
Not
I can
that
say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some
Even
sort.
in games, she
For
looks
what,
so
I don't
cute.
know, but
So adorable.
she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her.
Oh god.
Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
I don't know what she wants to hear. That I'm a traitor?
See if the
That
Queen
would-
Regent is ready to receive us.
See? And okay. Oh god.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
That's really hot for me.
Good luck.
Thank you, sweetie. I'm nervous, and this is just a game. God. What have I done? What am I gonna do now? I don't know. I'm scared. Don't break. Breaking my heart, I won't go breaking your heart. I wanna be fragile. Is that Tyrion?
You can do this.
The king's hand? He is. Let's go forward. Why is everybody looking at me? Stop talking, stop whispering. Why is she walking? Oh my, Tyrion
Ah,
is
Lady
so-
Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission,
Gosh.
allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Okay, so
Your Grace.
The
Of
girl
course
knows
she
her
is.
courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, your grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
She's...
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Don't say that! If you say that,
Perhaps too
she'll...
clever for her own good.
Yeah.
The girl did say their loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation, yet I question what she really thinks.
No!
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
What is
The
that
girl
supposed
has
to
a
mean?
remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Shut up, man!
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House
Of
Forrester.
course.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
They
I see.
will... No!
What would you have the girl do,
no,
Cersei?
no,
It's
no.
not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle
Because they're
axe of the
dead.
Northern Army.
Ha! Ba-dunst.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
Of course not.
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games. Who do you choose?
The king, of course.
She knows I'm lying.
Well said.
so-
I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
Right?
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Yep. Cut
My
her
sense
throat.
is this girl will
Cut
say
her
almost
throat.
anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
Gosh. She's really
I'd like
intimidating.
a word with you if I may.
Of course, your grace.
Please don't look at me like that. I was pressured. I felt the pressure on my shoulders.
I'll walk you out.
Thank you. Bit of
This
wine,
may come as a
perhaps.
surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Margaery was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Margaery.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Margaery might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it.
Oh my
Now,
god,
if you'll
my
excuse
heart
me, I
is
promised
racing.
Sansa I will join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North.
No, here's
King's
Sunny.
Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Was he still the king's hand when you married Sansa? In the series? Like, I mean, in the TV. I haven't read the book, so...
Mira, I was worried.
No, my head is still here.
How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Margaery has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his. Sarah, what? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Margaery could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen?
No.
He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Margaery well.
I'd be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see,
Laugh, it
who
was
else
funny.
should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Well,
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
Please let me justify.
I'm just glad it's over.
Please let me justify.
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am Queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Oh, that was sweet.
Do you agree?
Of course I do.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family.
Yes.
I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
I received a letter from my family. I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown... Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady! King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa. It is that dire, my lady. I fear for my family's safety.
I'm feeling the pressure here, that's why I'm
I
not
don't
talking.
know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Again?
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Gosh. Now that's interesting. And you made the future queen feel bad. Not cool, man. So this was another part of the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I see you in the next one. Bye!